So guys, I've been promising for a while a video that details strategy for the spy. Up to this point, you've just seen me in scrims and random clips discussing what I was doing at the time. But I kind of wanted to go over a general strategy that you want to use as a spy, and this is for me, right? You know me as a dead ringer, revolver, bicycle spy, right? So coming from this perspective, this is how I view the game. And it's actually going to be surprising because I've actually changed this just recently. I've decided to go Invisitwatch on offense payloads. This summer season, I was testing out Dead Ringer for using every map, seeing how it worked out. And I found that I'd much rather be an Invisitwatch spy on payload offense. And the reason is because of how the other team is set up on the other side of the map. Right? You have like a wall on the other side of the map, and it's very difficult to get through that wall as a Dead Ringer. While in Invisitwatch, it's a lot easier to pierce that wall. And picks are a lot bigger because they usually have an advantage like the high ground, and they already have a sentry up and things like that. So here I'm just doing rapid decloak. I'm far enough away. I don't think they're going to hear me. I wanted to go for the med there or the NG. I got the NG. I was fine with that. I told them now that we can spam the sentry gun, get it down fast, and unfortunately our team gets pushed back. And this is what you're going to find in times in a lot of pugs you do, which is pickup groups, is that one team will have the better DM, and they'll have the better players and things like that. And you can see we're getting pressured right now, and it's just, it's not one individual player's fault, but when you have, a massive DM disadvantage, it can be a big issue. So here, I'm going right back at it, and you can see I thought the sentry gun might have been taken down, but no, actually, he's just rebuilding it. It's at level 3 already. He's just getting it back up into service. So clearly, my pick didn't do anything, and here I'm waiting, just seeing, I see the pyros looking around everywhere. I do a rapid decloak. Don't think they're going to hear me. I mistimed the medic stab. It sucks. I light them up, obviously. You can see that, and I call it to my team. It's going to be hard for them to do any damage to the med there, but I also know he's pressured. He can't be as forward as he would like to be either. Again, life's fine with me. I went for the med, almost got a big pick for my team. I'm fine with that. So here, obviously, we're getting pushed back a lot, and we're getting the cart. I see that the pyro could give away my position, but not too worried. I decloak from the start. Decloaking from the start is important because you don't never want to see that where you let them know where you come from. And you don't want them to be aware of the spies as often. Obviously good teams will be aware, but you don't want to give them a reason to be more aware. So here I sap the sentry gun and I go for the teleporter, but the pyro, blasts me away. I'm trying to put some damage on the pyro, and it's a good pick for me. I get the sentry gun down, I get the dispenser down. I'm happy with that. So, I tell my team. Obviously, my team's going to be able to push a little bit further, and it depends on what they're doing right now. But it looks like our team may finally get through. So their scouts doing some work. Their sniper's still up there, pretty far up. I go around their sniper, and I'm just looking to see what I can get. Here I'm thinking I might go behind the heavy or med if they try and defend, but they don't. Heavy runs back into me. I didn't expect that. He sees me, so my cover's clearly blown. I can't go anywhere near them at this point. I go up to the sniper. I see a free pick here. Use your revolver. Remember, it's there for a reason. And I'm just trying to get to that telly that I didn't get sapped earlier. And unfortunately, the scout follows me. He is a spy main, and he's a very good spy, so it's difficult to get away from people like that. I can out DM him, but at the same time, not in that situation. So he's able to counter me there. Not a big deal, but because I'm right back up, I can do a lot of damage here. And now our team's got the point. We probably pushed him back. You got to do a little guesswork with this watch, a little bit more than you would like to, but you got to make sure your Invisitwatch lasts the entire time. So I haven't been seen yet. This is a great time to cloak, and I'm just trying to get near their spawn. I know this soldier hit me, but he clearly thought he hit somebody else. He didn't see me, so I just wait here for a quick pick and see what I can get. This is a little bit dangerous. I wouldn't recommend this against the best teams. They'll probably look for their back, but for this portion, I just quickly get the NG, and they didn't see me. Getting behind the flank, it's really, really powerful against most players. So here, I'm just trying to do a rapid decloak. I know I'm far enough away not to hear me. The only question is if the heavy is spy checking enough. I get the aggressive pick, and medic goes down, and our push is sealed. So that's great. I was able to take care of the engineer and the heavy while trapping the medic. So pretty good start for me as Invisitwatch. I hope we can continue this momentum. It looks like we're taking out a ton of people there. They were caught off guard. That's, when you get big picks like that, the other team doesn't know how to respond a lot of times. So here, I'm still not seen. And look at this. I see the sentry going up again. Clearly, that's a target I want to get rid of, not let him set up. I know he's going to go for that ammo pack. I go decloak rapidly away from him and get the quick stab. So it's a good life. I think we're going to get a good push in. But there's going to actually be a point in this next time where I can't give information to my team. I can't do anything. It's going to be because of a random shot, and it sucks. As Invisiwatch, you have to deal with that sometimes, where you're gonna, you're doing perfectly for your team, but then, something happens where a shot meant for someone else it hits you, and it sucks. But that's going to drive us back. And again, their team is a lot better DM than our team, which is deathmatch. If anyone wants to know that, they're doing a lot more damage, and they're getting a lot better pushes against us. And as a spy, you can give them information, but you can't really dictate when the team goes in. It's difficult. So here I want to push through. I think we have this, third point controlled, and we do. So I'm going around, and here, look, I get randomly body shot. No one could have known I was coming through there. It just happened. He missed the shot, hit me. Sucks. And I'm not able to put pressure behind them. And that could ultimately lead to them being able to push back in. Clearly I have to reset up, and I'm not sure what's going on in front of us. We have the sentry still up, and I'm able to get behind them, I think. Yeah. So they get a little bit of bullets on me. That sucks. I'm revealed a little bit. And that has to do with, my teammates bombing the cart. You don't really want to do that if you're down people and things like that. So I'm looking behind me. I'm looking for the sniper, really. Seeing if this is a spot, this is not really the best move. I'm kind of waiting for respawn, seeing what I can get. I discount the fact that they might have seen me a scout up there, and clearly somebody called me out. Yeah, I mean, I felt I was pretty safe back there, and what I was doing is I was trying to see the medic uber percentage, and that revealed me to everybody else. You see I was crouched down in that corner, but as soon as I went for that medic uber percentage, somebody saw me, and they called me out. So you gotta risk everything and know what your boundaries are. Here, I'm just trying to push back in, and the issue with me, I'm gonna go for the ammo pack here, but the demo clearly ruins my lane going in, So I have to try and settle around, and I thought I had enough ammo to get behind him, but then that, roller basically stops me from going forward, fucks over my entire rotation there, and they call me out and kill me. So ammo's really key, and I wanted to get through upper, I couldn't do it, so it really messed me over, and that's what your teammates need to realize too sometimes, is you gotta let the spy go in first before you start trying to spam through there. And it's not their fault. I mean, this is a pug, and to realize that would be a little difficult for anyone who doesn't play spies. So right now I'm just looking what's going on, right? And they're just pushing us. They're just doing a ton of work against us, and I'm trying to get rid of their sniper because I know he's gonna stop our push, right? But the sniper jumps down at that exact moment. See, they're so far up, the sniper can jump down, and that sucks. So now I'm looking for my other target, and oh, here comes Fat Mr. NG with the sentry gun. So just decloak here, and it's a free pick. And, you get away again. Look for other opportunities, and just try and harass them at spawn at this point with your team getting railroaded. Yeah, I mean, I probably should wait at spawn for the NG and just kill him so he can't set up at all, but, I'm trying to think right now. What is my team doing? What do I need to do to get my team rolling again like we were for the first 3 points? And looking around right now, looking to see if any respawns came up, but I think the NG has a tele is what I'm guessing. So, because I think that's where the NG would have been if he would have respawned, right? So clearly he does have a tele up, but I see the sniper and I know it's a big pick, so I go straight for him. Here I missed some shots. He gets the health back. I shouldn't survive here because the NG should help out, but they're not communicating at all. And this is a mistake on my part because I think the NG is really not gonna see. I think I have enough time when he gets the ammo pack for him to come back to the sentry gun, but he saw me go in front, and that was my mistake because for some reason I thought that I had enough time to get behind that corner before he would see me. So again, you can make mistakes. You need to understand the map and understand what your limits are. But I think I could probably decloak faster next to him as well because he's not as aware as he needs to be. So again, going back, looking for the ammo kit, I don't see it, but look, I get a free heavy pick, so that's great. That should be a decent pick for my team. But we're just not getting any push in, right? As much as I do here, you gotta have your team make some picks to get through here, and get some pressure on them just to do something. So again, I'm just trying to nitpick away, and this will work if your team is decent. If your team has the ability to make some plays on their own, then this will be very helpful. So here I see the demo, I see the medic, I say, I'm just going after this medic because my team's not pushing, I need to get a big pick. And I don't get the medic because he backs off way too far. get the pyro. Not a really huge pick. He will not be able to spam stuff away, so that's decent for my team. But you know, wanted that med pick, but sometimes it's just not in the cards. So yeah, we're just getting railroaded on this third point, and trying to get behind again, and I gotta try and get to that probably sentry gun now. I mean, I'm looking around. I got enough ammo to get through. Had to decloak there. Luckily, the scout was lit, and this, you know, pyro's coming after me. Here, this bicycle saves my life. He thinks I'm going upstairs. I just go right around him, and it works out well for me. So, go bicycle. We're pushing now, finally, and I'm trying to get behind him, trying to see what the flank is. You know, see if there's anyone behind, or see what I can do for my team. And clearly, I'm going back here, see if the sniper's back here. You always want to check here. They're not going to know I'm here. See the heavy, and he's backing off. He's got some damage. I see it's a fairly easy pick for me. The revolver. It's very, you know, revolver is very dangerous, and the pyro's not going to be able to do shit because I got this bicycle. So, no one to really guard the heavy, and good pick for my team. Here I get the health pack, and I know I'm running low on cloak. I just decided to bail out. I could have stayed there, waited for the cloak, but I thought it was just a little too dangerous. And I wanted to regen. And I want to see where the telly went as well. And demo just happened to be there. So I see the sniper. That's immediately the guy I'm going after. It's an easy pick for me. He's focused on other people, and it's a big pick for my team. Opens up that lane. So I'm looking around right now. I see that, you know, I do a rapid decloak. I go for the med basically. And I think the heavy calls me out right there with the decloak. He hears the noise, but the med goes down anyway as a distraction. So don't regret that play actually. I think they didn't realize I was there, and med barely survived for me, but he still got taken out by my team. So I think we have the point here. I don't know what happens. I think people just get out the end, you know, they don't have the correct positioning, and we make some stupid moves. So see that the med's coming back in, and I'm looking at the kill chart right now. I want to see who's up, who's down, and I see that the heavy's still down, and I know he's probably going to respawn down there, right? So I just go down there, and I'm waiting. This is, you know, can be risky, but I think that telly, you know, if he wants to take the telly, he would wait right there for it, right? So you don't usually look around when you're trying to take the telly, and I almost get this med. Like, I fear right behind him. Luckily, that pyro, you know, decloaks. I mean, gets me, but that would have been a sweet frag right there. You know, telly's, I swear by him, really, right? You know, you may not know where it goes, but it can clearly give you a lot of surprise, that's for sure. So I'm just looking around right now. You know, team's continually being pushed back. You know, you get these picks, but it's not helping. So just trying to get back in there, get some type of pick. And you know, I decloaked on the stairwell. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on around, and I missed the pick on the soldier there, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we're pushing in now. We got it. Demo's doing some nice stuff. So overall, it was a decent round for me. I think I did a lot of work for my team. But the issue is, you know, obviously as a spy, you want to. This is why Inviswatch is great, because you break up you break up their defense when you're going Inviswatch, and that's what you need to get on Payload. Because just getting one sniper pick could mean you capture the point, right? And you're trying to get it as fast as possible. Well, on defense, you're just trying to delay them as long as possible. And getting that med pick is nice, but it's not as key. What's more key is getting the frags you need to keep your team from dying, right? And continuing to hold the point. So, again, I would love to camp the medic all day with the Inviswatch, but especially on this first point, you know, they're looking around, they're trying to see who's coming around, and they're going to be very, you know, defensive. While, you know, you may have opportunities to use the Inviswatch, you can rather support your team with the Revolver and Dead Ringer here. And this is where Dead Ringer really shines, which is on defense Payload, because you can be basically another scout on the field. And this is if you use Revolver. I think Ambassador is a great weapon, but you need to have someone who uses Ambassador to give you some hints and tips how to use it, because, you know, I see it as kind of like a way to make it so they have to pop early, do other things, harass the medic, things like that. But it's not great as being a main damage dealer for your team. You know, getting those scout picks, getting those other, you know, picks that are really harassing your team. You can harass them right back. So here I'm just setting up near the rocks, because I know I'm pretty safe here. I can be very forward, unlike most of my team, and it's great cover for everything else. I'm looking around, and you know, I get hit by some random spam, so I go, you know, get a quick ammo pack and health kit, and I'm basically right back in. I'm trying to wait. Obviously, I'm waiting. I don't want to get sniped, so I'm not going around this block before I got Dead Ringer. But the sniper seemed to have it under control, so here I get a lucky pick on the pyro when he goes around. But again, I'm just covering the corridors, making sure we're pretty safe. I see the sentry gun alone. I see the heavy's lit. I go after him. I could have went after the medic for, you know, maybe get the pick, but you know, I took advantage of the situation, and I wouldn't have died there unless I went for the heavy. So you know, it was a good chance on my part. I got some information. You know, got a shot on the medic, I think. So again, that's what Dead Ringer Revolver does. You can really be aggressive with it. And you can also cover here. I'm covering my soldier's flank. Scout's trying to do damage. He has to dodge my revolvers, and he can't hit his meat shot that he wants to hit, and the soldier survives for our team. So here I know the soldier's focused on me instead of the sentry gun. He's got his direct hit out. I know what he wants to do. Sentry still up, I think. So here I think I got so low on health too, it makes the Dead Ringer more effective. He might think I'm actually dead. And I need to hit those shots against him, because he's probably going to hit me with the direct hit if I don't hit him. So that's why revolver aim is key, but at the same time, again, that's how you use the watch, right? You get low health, and then they might think they actually kill you, and you can do some damage to them. And you delay them for your team so that your team can do some damage to them. You know, he's using shotgun at long range on me. That's not going to kill me, right? So I'm just kind of putting some damage on him, delaying him. And that's what you want to do, delay the time. Here, I'm going upstairs because I know that's where the action's going to be. I'm going to see if I can give some information for my team, because I know they're covering upstairs, so I want to go lower at this point. And see if they're going to do an underneath push. And sure enough, here comes the NG. I go right behind him, trying to cut off anything he does. I call him out to my team, and they take him down pretty fast. And, well, I take him down, but so now they're pushing roof. Clearly, our team gets caught out of position. I don't know if anyone is managing Uber charges or not. I get the telly anyway. I know that the engineer might call me out, or someone else might call me out, but I want to see if I can get in anyway. Clearly, I couldn't. I was ready for the Dead Ringer, and I'm just going to do it again, because they don't expect you to come back that fast a lot of times. And the issue here is I play this wrong. My team is just getting railroaded, and I should see that, right? But at this point, I'm still trying to get a pick for some reason. There's no point in getting a pick here. They're just going to respawn fast. My team is nowhere to be found, so I'm hoping my team comes, right? That's the only reason I go in there. When really, I should have stayed behind right there at that point and probably camped their spawn, because someone might have been down that was big for them. And it's an easy pick for me, because they're not expecting a Dead Ringer spy right there. And I get a few revolver shots on him. I can at least delay him, if not, you know, outright kill him. So I think in that situation, I could have just waited for the respawn. Maybe even the medic was respawning. I could have got him on the way to that point. A lot of times, that's when people are most vulnerable, because they're running to the, you know, get to the place where they need to be. They're not focused on their outside surroundings. So anyway, that's one other way you can use Dead Ringers. Just get behind them and annoy the hell out of them. Keep the telly down, other things. And so that's why I love it on defense. You just annoy the team. You keep the flanks covered. You know, you can do so much more with the Dead Ringer than the Invisible Watch. And it requires great revolver aim too, you know, to support it. But you should work on that, right? You know, if you don't want Spy to be a joke, you need to get your revolver aim up. There, I knew the demo was going to put a sticky trap there, because I knew he saw me earlier. He's a aware player, so I saw that he was trying to bait me in. So I put the Dead Ringer up immediately. He's tricky, but not that tricky. So the scout doesn't see me. I go back in, because I see we're getting railroaded again. And they pop Uber, unfortunately. And I'm just trying to get somebody, but they keep on going further and further out. I'm NG. I'm pretty good disguise right now, but I think I'm going to be caught pretty soon. And here's, you know, the medic does realize it, but he's not fast enough to save his heavy, and that helps our push there. I get a big pick on that fat guy who's got all the heals. So, you know, our team survives, and pretty much it's just because of how annoying that Dead Ringer is, and they're focused on the frontal target. So we have 8 minutes to hold, though, and again, our team is not performing where they need to be compared to the other team, and you can't do too much as a spy. You need to know your limits, and clearly I could do other things here. I could just try and get behind the spawn. Here, I'm just putting some damage on the sniper. Look, he's trying to flank upstairs, get a pick. I prevent him from doing that just because I'm covering the flank, and I'm good enough with the revolver. So here, you know, the demo's coming back in, prevent him from doing any more damage. He probably would have taken our demo out right there. So it really is, here I get aggressive, right? I thought I might be able to get around that wall before the heavy does it. It was a stupid play on my part because he could have still called to the soldier that I was coming. Not the best play, but you know, they haven't been great the entire game either. So basically, at this point, you know, we need to hold well. We're losing a lot of people where we shouldn't be, and you know, I'm kind of in crisis mode right now. I see the heavies up there. That's a really bad spot for Uber. They're just jumping on our med. I don't know if he pops or not. Maybe he does. Maybe we get a pop. I don't know. So here I get another pick on the heavy. Just come back in. Get a pick on the pyro, and here I'm just pushing the medic back. And you can see I'm playing it like a scout right now. This is scout defense. Just running into him, getting some damage. So here, I get some damage on the sniper. I realize he's probably going to pan me down. I don't have my ammo loaded, but I call him out to my team. And here, quick headshot on him, just because I called him out in that window. So there, I was trying to land on the cart, but even then, I saw the spy, so I called out the spy. I don't know if we get him, obviously, but so even that was actually useful, just to land on the spy. But mistake on my part, but I think that happens sometimes. So, you know, clearly we're actually pushing them out. We're actually making a decent hold finally on one of these points, and I'm happy. You know, we're getting some time, and you know, it's required me to get a few picks here that, you know, are a little tough, but sometimes you gotta do that for your team. So again, just trying to defend the wall, cover the flanks, look what's going on around, and I'm looking around. Here I see the sniper come out, and this is an aggressive play on my part. The soldier clearly did some damage to me, but he was also baited in. You know, the fact that I did that had some good consequences. They all got baited in, trying to kill me, and then comes the crits demo. I didn't plan that at all, so I can't take credit, but it's nice sometimes with the Dead Ringer. You know, you provide a distraction for your team, and if you can utilize distractions as a Dead Ringer, then you're really doing it right. We're looking all right. We got a decent crits push into him, and I'm going back up. I feel a spy, so I'm trying to call out to the pyro. I think he went underneath and avoided the pyro, and Stabby is the other spy. So I sap the teleporter, just want to get it down, make sure they can't get in fast. Anything I can do to delay this push. I see the sniper. He has, you know, scout covers him, and at this point you can see they're just too far in. I could have went straight for the combo, ignore the sniper, but the scout was coming anyway. He would have called me out. He knows that I'm a scout spy, and it was a good match. I just hope you guys get some information about this. If you have any questions, please ask me. And thanks for watching, guys.